Let's talk about it. Episode 7. We here to talk about it a lot.
Let's talk about it, just don't talk about it, you gotta be about it.
Don't talk about it, they wired. Don't talk about it, they wired.
Let's talk about it, just don't talk about it, you gotta be about it.
Don't talk about it, they wired.
Don't talk about it, they wired. Let's talk about it, just don't talk about it, you gotta be about it.
What is your name and what do you do?
Well, my name is Rim the Reaper. I'm an artist. Make music.
Where you from?
From Far Rockaway.
Where's that located?
So Queens, New York.
How long have you lived out there?
I spent like the first 18 years of my life out there. So yeah, I could say I'm from there. Then after that I became like back and forth. Still come to the Rockaway now.
Back and forth between?
Back and forth between Harlem, and the Rock.
Harlem, USA. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a manager, at a fast casual place called Kava, It's like a slight easy job where I can, just do that, get paid, where I can just focus and be creative, other aspects of my life, such as music, marketing and, stuff like that. So
Talk to us about your music.
I feel like I'm trying to make music for everybody, and when I mean by everybody, it means like I'm trying to have, songs for like, the rapidy rap,
I'll be with gang all the way to the end. Like Arthur, I stay with my friends. Remember days, had to sleep on a bench. Demons round me and ain't ready to send. Sticks on me, man, I had to defend. I got it now, there's no need to pretend. Hold on, wait. DSW, man, she want me to spend. Like a story, niggas want me to end. Never folded, I don't think I could bend. Blood and money, it is not a good blend. Recommended that you stay for the win, just in case you don't wanna offend. I throw it down if I wanna offend. I had it all, man, I had to descend. Damn, problems grew, man, I had to attend. I got it back, now it's time to ascend. From the rock, niggas know how to swim. It was raw, then I turned it a rim. Looking back, being petty was grim, yeah.
Rap, what I consider like being lyrical, having bars, an energy song where, you can play in the club, you can play, to get the people go moving and stuff like that. And like, something for, something for the ladies.
Long legs, smoke a tan, little diva. Name Rim the Reaper, nice to meet ya. Heard you were a teaser. Ever since you left me, got me shaking like a rattlesnake. Every time I see you, I just have the shakes. Hit it while you ovulate. Heart turned cold, laced up, so I gotta skate. Better late than never, never late is better. Sitting here wondering are things gonna get better. Whether just storms while on the throne. Ass sitting pretty in a dress like a parfait. I'm from Far Rock, so you know I like to parlay. Running through these appetizers, waiting on my entree. You know I'm crazy like Kanye.
Something for the ladies to bump in the car and shit, So I try to have like all those aspects though.
So you try to have a balance.
Yeah, try to have a nice balance.
What are some of your influences that started you in music?
So I'm from New York, from an older era, I'm from where like G-Unit was just first started coming out and like D-Block, so like those were like the first, and Dipset too, so it was really like G-Unit, D-Block, then Dipset, it's like the hardcore influences, so like Styles, Jada, 50, Banks and them, they really like, in terms of like cadence and flow, they made me want to they were spitting some of the shit I was living too, so I was just like, damn, let me get on the track.
So you would say that you're more into lyrics, more than into flow and just vibe.
I'm more into. You could say I'm more bar savvy, lyrical over like more energy and more. It's basically a vibe. Yeah, I like because even if somebody says like a hard bar and like at a low volume and with not enough energy, in my head I'm already like processing it at a high frequency, like as he said it fire, and I'm like, what did you just say? And I'm like, I'm gonna try to get the person to say it like how I want to hear it, so it's like one of those things. So I always like put like bars lyrically like over everything else.
Alright, so you would say you're more high energy.
Probably after, yeah, because I guess that's like the source of like being lyrical, like, you know, because, you know, the confidence there, you know, the bass building, and like, you know, like just getting to the flow of just like, just the process. And everybody puts like bars together differently, like, and that's the beauty of it. Like, that's the thing, like, what's fire to this person may not be fire to this person. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, music is subjective, but like, you know, to each his own.
Who are some of your influences that influence you into music?
Styles P for both the cadence and bars, cause like he be having some crazy, he be saying some crazy shit, but like, you know, some of it, like, some other people might not find crazy, but like the flow, they like his flow. Like, even if they don't like the bars, they like his flow. So that's why I always say cadence is important, so I guess, you know. But like me, like, I'm like, I understand, cause he's spitting like basically some of my life. So I'm literally like coping. Like, what is he saying? Like, I don't care how he say it. Like, he just saying it. Like, if I could read it on a piece of paper, I'm like, damn, this shit paid. Like, that's how I feel with him versus like reading off of something like, who's an energy rap, like Drake. Like me reading Drake bars on paper versus me reading Styles P bars on paper would be two different things, because I'll have to read them differently. Like literally, like, cause Drake is like a high energy person, like, and depending on what type of song it is, it could be a high energy or it could be like a high energy, like, down song. Like, with Styles, you know, you're gonna get some gritty shit. Like, regardless of what, even with the bitches, like, you gonna get like, stop playing with me, bitch. You gonna trap me, like, you gonna like just.
So you said you also chilled. You were born in Far Rockaway, but you also chilled in Harlem. What part of Harlem did you chill in?
I was all through Harlem, I ain't gonna hold you. But like, my sister lived in Wagner, so I was mainly in Wagner. But I used to go to like on 23rd and 1st. She lived in Wagner. She lived in Paladino.
Over on the first side?
Yeah. I used to go to the west side. I used to go to Mad Park. I used to go to the park on 138th. I used to go to the park on 145th. Play ball. Just me being from Queens and just going out there. Like, not to say that nobody else like could do this, but like literally, I just like this. I'm literally by myself, just traveling from east to west. And I used to walk all through Harlem because I didn't have a car. So I literally used to walk, so I'm not taking a fucking bus. It's just see mad bitches.
That was a different time.
That was a different time.
Throughout the 90s, you would just walk down a block and it'd be dead, and you just turn the corner and it's just a live ass party just going on.
Yeah, and then you see niggas
the
rapping
whole
on
block is just crazy.
Even in the early 2000s, I used to see niggas rapping on every corner.
That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying. Even
That's
like
a fact.
2006.
It started in the park, but it went from street corner to street corner. You be just chilling and you just see a group of brothers. You be rhyming and you come outside. And you see your man, you be talking to your man, be like, yo, I just spoke. You be like, yo, what's up? You still rapping? Yeah, I got some new shit, yo. Let me hear something, man. Yo, man, this nigga be rapping. This nigga was rapping when we was in school. Yo, let me hear this shit. And you start spitting. And he be like, oh shit, that shit fire. Yo, you know this nigga rhyme over here, right?
That's how I used to be, like, growing up. Like, I mean, now everybody is like doing differently, like, you know. It's just crazy.
But coming from that era and being in this era now, how do you feel music has changed and how do you have adapted to your style, or did you decide to stick to your rhythm and stay and find your pocket? Which was your choice?
I feel like as an independent artist, you have to do both. Like, I just dropped a new song that has like a lot of energy, so that's like I have 2 energy tracks. Like, even though I know that's not enough, so I need at least 3 or 4. I could play like back to back to back to back. They're like, oh damn, this shit really got me moving. I go to the next person now. Like that. Like, if I had 2, it's like they might want to hear like 1 more, maybe 2. So I'm trying to work on energy, but like I feel like I got like the cadence and the bars down pat, because when I released the EP over in October, it was called REM. I feel like I just captured like a lot of things, like literally. I feel like I show flashes of like, to me, like greatness. It's like, I really felt like I was like.
So you feel you're extraordinary, but you still have room for improvement?
Oh, of course, because I'm not really the people. Like, in my mind, I was like, when I say flashes, like I was thinking about Styles P during the sequence when I was rapping, so I might have sounded like him just during that sequence because I might have been thinking about him. No homo. Like, in that sequence right there, like, damn, like, how would Styles say this real quick? And that's how I always kind of approach it real quick, like, damn, like, and he may not even say what I would say. He probably would say some totally other shit. But I would, like, what would I think he would say? Like, something like that in my own words. And, like, if he was there, like, he'll say it like this. Like,
so you was just talking or you was just humble bragging?
I was humble bragging. Because I was just like, I was writing and I'm like, damn, maybe, is this good enough? And I'm like, what this nigga say real quick? And I'm thinking, I'm like, I can't say that. So let me, what can I say? I'm like, I'll put that right there. Like, boom. All right, this is good. I'm gonna go with that. Right there. Right there.
Alright, yo, you never gave people your social media. Let's give you social media and where people can find you and find your music.
Oh, gosh, it's the same as my rap name, RIMDA Weeper. You already know. Instagram, Apple Music, Spotify, Thriller, whatever you want to do, like TikTok, Tidal, whatever you already know. That's RIMDA. It's really duh. It's not duh. Like duh, DA. Reaper. The only thing spelled right is Reaper. And then after that, it's fun.
Alright, so let me ask you a question. You say you do music. What is your process when you come up with your music? Do you get the music, go to the studio, or get the music at the studio, come up with the music, or what is your process?
Me, I'm a type of artist, like I love structure. So everything's already laid out. Only thing that's up to the date is really me. Like I have to be prepared because everything is laid out. So what I mean by that is like I make the songs before I go to the studio. So I'm not in the studio freestyling. It's like, and I've done one to the studio and freestyle, and I've made like some magic, but it's not what I've accomplished. I went to the studio for 5 hours. I did 5 songs by myself, and I did 2 features. That's 7 songs in 5 hours. Because I already had the 5 songs. I already had the mindset to go, I'm gonna do these 5 songs, because this is going on an EP. I'm not playing. And that's that. And I still had extra time over to have 2 other features to do with my friends. So like, yeah, I always cook up at home, always practice at home before I even go to the studio, because I don't really that's the time I'm paying for. Usually when I go to the studio, I'm paying for that time. I don't waste no time. They ask me for tea and coffee and water, and I don't need nothing. Just turn on the machine and we get to work.
We're still in the remnants of a pandemic. How did your music process before the pandemic and now after the pandemic, did it change? Did it affect you? Did it increase? Did it decrease? Did you take a step back?
So with me, it was different because I actually started doing music 2019. Like 2019 around like March. Like I wouldn't even say started doing music. I started writing, trying to be like, my friend did music and he used to take me to the studio. And I used to see his other friends go to the studio and they had videos and stuff like that. So not that I wanted to be like them, but like not even to be compared. I always felt like, even they said that my bars, I always had bars. So I didn't have no flow or no cadence. So they was trying to help me find that too. So at the time, 2019, and then when COVID hit, everybody was separated. So like I kind of lost my support group. So I kind of lost like my coaches in a sense. So it was like I was kind of on my own. So like at that time, I was just writing by myself and like just like, boom, all right, I'm gonna say it like this, I'm gonna say it like that. And then this COVID happened, 2020 in March. I didn't go to the studio until I released my other project. My first project came in November. No, my first project came in October and November. And I went to the studio around like September 2020, like when things like slightly opened back up. And when I say COVID slightly helped me because like, I guess I needed that distance away from the coaches. Not to say that they was giving me bad advice, but I felt like I wouldn't be who I am today if I was taking advice from other people. like right now I take constructive criticism right now because right now I'm kind of looking for that. I guess before because when I first started I didn't like my voice. Like I didn't like a lot of things, but other people was just like, yo, like it's not bad. What we need to do is like tweak it a little, say X, Y, and Z. I didn't know what they mean by that. I didn't know what they meant by that. So I guess the COVID kind of helped me because like the separation was just like I had time to think and like kind of like polish and perfect it. So now when they see me, it's like, who is this nigga? Like, no funny shit. It's like, oh my God, it's crazy.
More confidence building.
Oh, the confidence is ridiculous now. Because before it was just like, Like now it's just like,
What are some of your goals? How you plan on attaining it?
Well, I always try to set my goals at the start of the year. So, this start of the year. So last year I told you, I dropped the EP last year.
Yeah. I got a bag, shorty bag, yeah, you know I took her, so I had to ask, why you fucking with these fuck niggas, put them in the past, name is Rim, I just hadn't passed, new things went last, how you tell me one thing when it's nothing, got me going hunting, killing something in the back of my crib, rolling something, playing games like a Sims, shorty in my phone more than a sim, in a world where we live out these sins, met the Reaper twice, I know I grin, I'm in a short film movie, she a rider and she come with a car, top me off cause she know I'm a star, she a thot and she come with no bra, gotta be willing to go, and grab it, ain't about what you have until you have it. If they don't give it to you, then just snatch it. I got a buzz, now I'm here to infinity. These niggas wish they could get rid of me. They ain't want me in the game like Mello. Pulled up and I ain't saying hello. Every day is a struggle, stay woke, we still in racist times, Django. Shooting off the hip Draco, spray the scene, then I just lay low. The world is mine, of course it's mine, then it comes with a cost. If you around me, then you know I'm a boss. Make sure the fam good before I go floss. Count my losses. I'm seeing her in a different view. Wanna put some kids in you. Fighting for you, battle royal you. See them thirsty niggas all up on you. Hear the gossip bitches trying to clown you. They just mad that you got the crown, boo. Is it Nima or Nikki? Tifa or Vicky? Either way, are you down for this quickie? Say a few words, then slip off your Vicky. I leave a few hickeys, then move swiftly. Double D test, they know how to get me. Platinum blonde hair gave me the stiffy. Sloppy toppy made me enter so quickly. Made her so sticky. I play the crib. I don't really do spins. I get the call, I'm committing these sins.
Grim?
Yeah, Grim. It was cool. That was like my first couple of songs that I made. The flows might be a little off. The mixes might be a little but those are my first 4 songs. And I actually thought about taking those down. But then something in the back of my mind was like, don't take those down because you're taking away your progress that you're showing yourself. Because you can compare that to your other EPs.
That's smart. And that is key. What you said was very key because you would get to see the progress. I started from here. I had to start from somewhere.
Yeah, facts. I didn't just wake up just start spitting fire. I wish I would. Yeah, but I ain't thought. So then, so that was last year. So the goals I set this year, was it was high, but it was kind of not high. So the goals this year was to double the songs I put out. So if I put 4 songs out, I had to do 8 songs, and I wanted to do a video. So that was the goal. So at the end, I put out 7 songs. I still have the 8th song to put out in December. I already have it written. All I gotta do is record it. So I already have that completed. And in terms of the visuals, I decided to push that back in terms of next year because I figured this is the year right now since I have the momentum going to have the momentum to pump out and make songs, not even just make them. So the 8 songs I put out this year, right? Plus the 4 I put out last year, that makes 12. So I'll go on Apple Music and I'll look for the songs that have the stars next to them, and I'll look at the songs that have the most streams or whatever, and I'll do the videos accordingly off of that. That way I'm doubling off of what people want to see because now I feel like they already hear it. They want to see the visual now, just that song. So one of them is a hype song. So I want to know myself in terms of the approach to that because that's going to be challenging as well because this is my first video and 2 of the
I can help you write a treatment for that.
See, there you go.
We can talk about that off camera, but I can help you write a treatment with that.
So yeah, there's a lot of things that go into that. So I feel like I met the goals this year, and then another thing was I felt I wanted to double my streams that I made from year to year. So I released music November. It was November 22nd that I released music. So November 22nd last year to this year now. So the first tape, it did like close to 1,000 streams. For those first 4 songs all together on all platforms, almost did like 1,000 streams, like 920 something. So that was close enough for me. So then me personally, me putting out this EP and then this single and the other single I put out over the summer, I wanted to, if not double that, like triple that. So I was being realistic. I was like, all right, let me just double it. So like, you know, and I'm already I'm almost close to 2,000. So like, all right, that's 2,000 streams on all mostly platforms. And most of my streams come from Apple Music. So Apple Music, I have 885 streams on Apple Music. So YouTube is like 600, and then Spotify take it less. So right now, and then that's what I'm saying, YouTube got 600, and these without visuals. So that's when people was just clicking just to hear it. So now if I have the visuals with the video, with the people that's actually clicking, like, you know, and that's what I'm saying, like, I'm trying to like really put it like really behind me, like really trying to like, really got a lot of work to do. But yeah, like, so you know, so it's like a whole process.
A few projects. Let me know the names of the projects and some of the singles that you were pushing off those projects. So
I know. So 2019, I didn't release any projects. I was just more like going to the studio and like, you know, just practicing with my friends like on the track and stuff like that. When I mean by practicing, like they put me on the track. They see what I have to say. You know, if they liked it, they kept it. If not, they just scratched it. And, you know, somebody else came in and stuff like that. So this is around the time when I used to go to the studio around like with like 6 or 7 niggas. And I seen the progression with me because like now like I go to the studio by myself. Like I went to the studio by myself twice, and that's when I feel like I performed the best, like really second best. Because like when my mans was there, the other time I was just spitting loud, like, it was just crazy. But like I feel like the fewer people you go to the studio with, the better. Like less distractions. You're more focused. Like literally, like you're just like, you know what you're there for. Like you already know.
There used to be wars about money. Now people going to war over some honey. Me, I'm not a dummy. You sitting there looking hungry. Turtle in a race, don't worry, keep up your pace. If love is war, then what's respect? Had to shuffle the cards, pull your card right out the deck, what you expect? I ain't running from nothing, no disrespect, just cut the check. Everyone has a choice, not an option. Life is not a game, it's just rules while we bargain. Feeling like a Spartan 300, I'm coming for your partners. I'm heaven sent, somehow the devil keeps on getting in. I wanna win, victory is close, but I ain't getting it. Only here for the bread, with my eyes closed, I can't pretend. Only person who got me is me until the end. Never had a real plan, A, B, C, or D. Never been on E, forever been a G. Hyper intelligent, joker, knowledge and lessons mature. You needed a knock the pop. Questions, remember your story, twisted.